Hello everyone, I am Dr. Anil Kolpe, Assistant Professor of Economics, Arihant College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Baudan Budruk, Pune. Today, we are going to discuss about the meaning and importance of national income. Introduction to national income. National income is the total value a country's final output of all new goods and services produced in one year. Understanding how national income is created is the starting point for macroeconomics. The term national income is used to refer the money value of the total income of the economy in a year. In common parlance, national income means the total value of goods and services produced annually in a country. In other words, the total amount of income occurring to a country from economic activities in a year's time is known as national income. Firstly, it measures the market value of annual products. Secondly, national income is a monetary measures. And thirdly, national income includes the market value of all final goods and value of intermediate products are not included. A final product is one which is available for immediate consumption. Then, meaning of national income. National income is the sum of total aggregate goods and services produced in the country within one year. National income is the total net income earned by a country after deducting its total expenditure. This suggests that the labor and capital of a country working on the natural resources produces certain in amount of goods and services, the aggregates of which is known as national income or national products. The national wealth is the measurement of present assets available on a given time, while the national income is the measurement of the product power of economic system in a given time period. Then some definitions of national income according to Professor Marshall. With the help of capital, labor and natural resources of the economy, a certain net quantity of goods and services, tangible and intangible, are produced in the country. The country purpose of using the word net quantity, that raw materials, goods in processes and depreciation of machinery is taken into account here. Then next definition is that Professor Pigou, the objective social income which can be measured in the terms of money is national income. Obviously, it includes an foreign income too. Professor Pigou is more precise, but in many countries, barter trade is still practiced to some extent, and Professor Pigou's definition for national income concept does not apply in these countries. Therefore, this definition is not very useful in practical sense. Then third definition is that Professor Fisher. National income means the services enjoyed by the ultimate consumer with the help of their physical or human resources. The next, features of national income. In national income sector-wise, preparation of accounts on the double entry basis like private accounts. National income accounting establishes intersect overall relationship. National income accounting establishes a detailed statistical statement of various sectors based on national income accounting. The accounting relationship among different sectors is established, and it involves the classification of the process of production among different categories. The features of national income, first features is that macro concept. It is a macro concept as it deals with the performance of the entire economy. Then second one, flow concept. It is a flow concept as it refers to the flow of goods and services actually produced in the economy during the year and not the stock of goods. Then third one, time period. It is always expressed with the reference to the time period, that is generally a financial year. In India, it is calculated from 1st April to 31st March of every year. Then fourth is that money value. It is always expressed in monetary terms, that is, it represents value of only those goods and services which are exchanged for money. Then fifth, fear of duplication. There is a risk of double counting due to which national income seems inflated, so the value of final goods and services should be considered. It should avoid calculation of intermediate goods in national income accounting. Then six, depreciation. It is always referred as net aggregate. That is, allowances should be made for depreciation in national income calculations. Then sixth one, receipt from abroad. It includes income from abroad, that is the net value of export remittances made by the NRIs, royalties and dividends, etc. And last, wage. National income is expressed in three ways, that is national product, national income and national expenditure. Then importance of national income. National income is a measure of national income generated by overall production activities within a country during specific period. National income is considered a major economic indicator that helps the study of overall economic activities, production, consumption and trade in a country. First importance is that national income as a mirror of the economy. Estimates of national income reflect the structure of the economy, importance of various sectors of the economy, as well as the share of each sector and factors of production like land, labor, etc. They also reflect economic activities within various sectors of the economy. Thus, accounting of national income is important to get a true image of the economy. Then second, understanding the level of living. One can get an idea of the standard of living in a country from statistical data emerging out of national income calculation. One can get information of per capita income and disposable income from that data, which helps to understand level of living in that economy. Then third one, knowing trends of economic activities. National income statistics reveals the annual rate of growth of national income, trends of consumption, savings and investment. Similarly, these statistics are useful for in finding out causes of decrease instead of increase in the national income, growth of production, etc. Then fourth one, helping in farming economic policies. National income accounting reveals trends in the distribution of people's consumption, expenditure, savings, and investment. Government can take measures like involving schemes to promote popular savings, offer income tax relief, etc. If the propensity to save on part of the people falls short, by observing actual levels of investment, government can act in giving appropriate direction to these investments. Then another importance is that indicator of economic welfare. The economic welfare of a country, as we know, is closely connected with the magnitude of its national income. An increase in the national income of a country, other things remaining the same, also implies an increase in the economic welfare of the community. Then next, focus on importance of various sectors. The national income data throw light on the contribution of the various sectors of the economy to the gross national product of the country concerned. This data also reveal the comparative importance of the various sectors in the national economy. The national income data also shows how the national income of a country is distributed among the various sections of the population. Then, helpful in formulating economic policies. Economic planning is the order to the day. All countries, whether communist, socialist, or capitalist, or mix, are increasingly resorting to plan economic development through 5-year plans. So far, we have completed 11th 5-year plans and the 12th 5-year plans is in progresses. Now, this formulation of economic plans is simply not possible without reliable estimates. And now the plan is going on Niti Aayog. It means our government replaced the 5th year plan, shift from 5th year plan to Niti Aayog. And then last, useful for research. The national income data are of great importance for the research scholars, particularly of economics. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching my video.